Hey, what's up, Street Talks, the Aircon for the Aircon Street Photography blog. So, I'm showing you the view through a film Leica MP. You can see how cool it looks. You can see the frame lines edges. That's pretty cool, right? Anyways, so the reason I'm making this video is announcing the new HENRI wrist strap. So I've used so many different camera straps over all the years, and this is by far the best wrist strap ever made, period. Hashtag I am biased. So I just wanted to show you guys a little preview of it, how to put it on, and why I love it. So first of all, if you look at it, it's a little bit hard to see in the video, but it's the same color as the HENRI neck straps. So it's like this deep, dark espresso, 79% dark chocolate color. And small details which I love is the stitching. Kind of looks like a hazelnut milk chocolate. Also one of my favorite details, this little bronze button here, which is just a really nice color. And you can see the strap is adjustable. And in terms of putting on your wrist, what I usually do when I have the camera on, I'll use my middle finger and this finger here. And it looks nice. And so when you're out shooting, you could just quickly adjust it. So I think wrist straps are generally good for photographers who want a little bit less bulk. We also have the HENRI neck strap. I just want to show you guys how to put it on. So first of all, get your expensive hipster camera or whatever camera you own. Make sure the most important thing is that your camera needs to have a lug nut, or else this will not work on your camera. So if you have a DSLR, at the moment we don't have one that fits DSLRs, but hopefully we can work on that in the future. So just take this, right? Put this on here. And what I usually do is I use my middle finger and my index finger to hold this down here on the side. Now I use my right thumb to turn the O-ring. And essentially what I'm trying to do is I use my fingernail to clip this through here and just keep twisting with my thumb and my index finger. And the bada bing, bada boom, it's on. It's actually pretty easy. So in terms of how it looks, here it is. And when I want to tighten it, I just use my wrist here, and it's good. And I've shot with this wrist strap for maybe a year before we decided to sell it. So trust me, it's a really good strap, and it's not going to break. So, assuming I have my $7,000 camera on wrist, trust me, this mofo is solid. So benefits of using a wrist strap. So when you're out shooting, you could just hold the camera in your hand. And if you see something good, you could just quickly click and capture the decisive moment. Honestly, the difference between a wrist strap and a neck strap, it's kind of a personal choice. Generally on the Leica, I prefer having the neck strap because the camera is always on my chest, like a necklace. So when I see a good moment, I can just quickly bring it up. However, circumstances for me when I'm not really out making photos that often, I prefer to use the wrist strap because I could just quickly toss it in my camera bag. Let's see where I put it. I can just quickly toss my camera bag, and there's just a little bit less bulk in there. Oh, and this is also kind of cool. So this is a prototype for the new Kim bag that might come out in a year or two. Also made by our friend in Vietnam, in Saigon. And it's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful bag. I'm really into leather. So this is what it looks like. I've used it for maybe 2 years already. And I just want to make it really nice before we end up selling it to you guys. So it's got this little thing here. Also neck padding. So it's a pretty cool bag. It's going to be expensive, I'm sorry guys, because they're very limited quantity. And the question is, why buy an HENRI wrist strap. So first of all, the strap's not cheap. However, rather than give your money to these big camera strap corporations, each of your purchases will help support me and Cindy, our families, and the community. Of course, it's not going to make you a better photographer, but it's going to make for nice almond milk cappuccino photos at the local coffee shop with your hipster film camera. Hashtag sarcasm. But I do generally believe that this is the last strap you'll ever have to buy, and we've essentially made it to last a lifetime. I really believe in this Japanese philosophy of wabi-sabi, is that the more you use it, the more it'll actually feel comfortable on your wrist, and the details are just really, it's like this beautiful, like I only design products that I would like to use personally, and this is the only strap that I'll ever use again. And also because I'm biased and I want you guys to buy a bunch of stuff so I could get rich and buy a Lamborghini. I'm just kidding. And I think the color is just nice. I think brown is quite nice because the more you use it, it kind of fades and has this beautiful patina, and you kind of make it yours. It's kind of like the same idea with brassing. You can see this kind of this golden color that comes with use. The more you use something, I think it actually looks more beautiful, and it shows your personality and character and in terms of how you used your camera. Even my lens, it's gone so dirty. It's the only lens I own. Even this. So ultimately, if you want to buy an HENRI wrist strap, check the description link below, or just Google Eric Kim HENRI wrist strap, or check out on Amazon. I don't think we have it on stock right now, but just buy it directly through the website because Amazon actually takes a pretty massive cut, like almost 25%. So buy it directly from our website. And last practical tips, because I don't want this to be a straight up ad, which is annoying. Practical street photography tips. So treat your camera like a bracelet. So rappers like to wear these huge golden bracelets and they're quite heavy. Wearing a wrist strap is quite heavy with your camera. But I think that if you just, whenever you go to work, you go to your car, you go to the grocery store, if you just wear your camera like a bracelet, treat it like an opportunity for you to just consider the weight of the camera in your hands, and you're actually more motivated to make photographs. Not only that, but when you're out shooting street photography, only shoot when you want to make a photograph and never censor yourself. So meaning, let's say you see a good scene, anything, and then something inside your heart says this might be a good photograph. But then your brain goes, oh no, that's going to be a boring photo. If I upload that on Instagram, it's not going to get that many likes, whatever. Ignore that voice, just shoot it anyways. Because you could always go home and decide to keep the photo or not keep the photo, or whether to upload the photo or not to upload the photo. So I think it's really important for you to not censor yourself when you're shooting the streets. And the last question I have for yourself is, only ask yourself whether you like the photo or not. So in the past, for me, I cared way too much of what other people thought about my own photos, but I never asked myself whether I liked the photos. So before you upload any photo to the internet, ask yourself, do I like the photo? And if you don't like the photo, why bother sharing it? Also, another sad thing, this is just reality, a lot of the photos that you really like, other people aren't gonna like, which is totally cool. So shoot with your heart, shoot with your soul, shoot what's personal for you, and of course, buy a HENRI wrist strap and buy a film like an MP camera from JapanCameraHunter.com, aka Bellamy Hunt. Hashtag sarcasm. Okay, thanks so much for the support, guys. Peace out.